A biographer claims that when former President Donald Trump allegedly authorized hush money payments to Stormy Daniels, the adult actress with whom he is alleged to have had an affair, he was more concerned about the future of his marriage than he was about the outcome of the 2016 election. Tim O'Brien, a writer, said that Trump probably was scared about how his wife Melania would react, but that doesn't mean he didn't worry about how it would affect the election. O'Brien stated that leaving Trump a month prior to the election would have hurt his image. O'Brien reminded MSNBC on Monday that the former president's former attorney, Michael Cohen, has a recording in which Trump tells Cohen to coordinate everything with the Trump Organization regarding the Stormy Daniels hush money payments. CFO Alan Weisselberg. After a fraud investigation revealed that he took untaxed perks like cars, apartments, and tuition, that executive is currently incarcerated at Rikers Island in New York City. O'Brien clarified, they have Trump on tape asking someone to commit a crime. This isn't just hearsay. And the Trump Organization did not do anything of substance that involved money that Donald Trump did not approve of, even if the amounts were significant or the consequences were significant. O'Brien went on to explain that he believes Trump was legitimately afraid of his third wife and the surfacing of additional information about his notorious affairs. He stated, I think he was also concerned about the collapse of his marriage. I think that Donald Trump probably had a greater fear of Melania Trump at that time than he did of the electorate at the time. He has a long history of cheating on his wives. As a result, he was motivated to attempt to get this out of the way. What are we anticipating to gain from this particular case, in my opinion, is the larger question at hand. I believe that all of the lawsuits that are currently being filed against Trump, as well as his detractors, including myself, hope that Trump is brought to justice before 2024. I don't think this case will please anyone who is sick of Donald Trump spending years avoiding the rule of law. I think he should be held to the same standards as everyone else in this case. Additionally, he made the observation that the Supreme Court has already determined in the Trump taxes case that the president is not above the law. He concluded, I don't think this one is the tallest order in the larger sphere of things that are staring at him that represents existential threats. I believe DA Alvin Bragg should own it, and I believe Trump must be considered responsible under the law. Trump stated, for the first time in our history, World War III is looming in the very dark and murky background. But I don't think the Dodge, sees this particular case as the meatiest thing they can lay at his feet. This unprecedented threat to our lovely United States of America and the entire world is entirely attributable to a lack of leadership. Miserable, Joe Biden is driving us into insensibility. We cannot permit it to occur. In order to save our nation, we must reclaim the White House. Before their great fall, every cult leader exposes the apocalyptic language. Trump is putting in a lot of effort to persuade his followers that if he falls, they will also. His words almost convey his fear and desperate state. An indictment is on the way. Trump is increasingly trapped, and the only strategy he has left is to provoke his supporters to violence, just as he did after the election. Trump can only avoid criminal prosecution by returning to the White House. Trump is limited in his options. There is little he can do to stop what may be an inevitable indictment, and his fear appears to be growing. Thank you for watching.